Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely on fire, and we've got the unmissable updates you need to stay ahead. The world is spinning faster than ever, and here at Tom Spotlight, we're your essential pit stop for the biggest stories that are shaping our reality. From gripping dramas that pull you in from the first second to major developments that could shift the landscape, we're diving deep into what truly matters. You won't want to miss a single second of this as we break down the must-knows. So buckle up, because the information revolution is here, and you're right in the middle of it. Let's get into it. First up, a deep dive into a highly anticipated prequel series that promises to explore the dark journey of a beloved character, revealing the origins of a complex descent. We're talking intense brotherhood, hidden conspiracies, and the brutal path from hero to something far more complicated. Next, we're getting an inside look at the cast and the incredible chemistry that brings this intense narrative to life. Discover how stars are connecting with their roles and with each other to deliver a performance that's already generating massive buzz. Then, hear directly from the lead actors about the unique challenges and triumphs of portraying characters with such profound backstories. We'll uncover the lighter moments and the immense camaraderie that fuels this compelling story, even as it delves into darker themes. Finally, exciting news emerges about the future of this acclaimed series, with hints of even more intense explorations to come. Find out what's next for the narrative and what fans can expect from potential future installments. You absolutely need to know this. Don't miss out on any of our updates. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the Spotlight community. A Hero's Shadow revealed. Prime Video's critically acclaimed series, The Terminal List, starring Chris Pratt, captivated audiences with its intense portrayal of a Navy SEAL's quest for vengeance. Now, the narrative is expanding with a prequel, The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, set to delve into the complex origins of Ben Edwards, a character whose journey from trusted brother-in-arms to a figure of intrigue and betrayal formed a crucial element of the first season. This new 7-episode series aims to chart Edwards' descent, exploring the personal and professional crucible that reshaped him. The original series, which saw a significant viewership boost around its July 4th weekend release, pulling in 1.6 billion minutes viewed, and securing the second spot on Prime Video's most-watched list, was lauded for its authentic depiction of military life and the psychological toll of warfare. Much of its success was attributed to the compelling dynamic between Chris Pratt's character, James Reese, and Taylor Kitsch's Ben Edwards. Their on-screen chemistry and the intricate development of their brotherhood, which ultimately fractured under the weight of conspiracy, left viewers eager for more insight. Dark Wolf is designed to fill that void, taking viewers back to 2015. This prequel will showcase a version of Ben Edwards audiences have not yet seen: a loyal squad mate, a devoted friend, and a man untainted by the corruption that would later consume him. The series will meticulously trace his steps from a respected SEAL to a CIA operative, highlighting the choices and circumstances that led to his eventual complicity in the conspiracy that Reese sought to expose. Creator Jack Carr emphasized the narrative's focus on the how, explaining that while the conclusion of Edwards' arc is known from the first season, the journey to that point is where the true intrigue lies. For us as storytellers, for Taylor, with everything that he brings to this role, and for viewers as well, Carr stated, the exploration of Edwards' transformation is a compelling prospect. Star and producer Chris Pratt highlighted the emotional impact of depicting this brotherhood. The closer we can get, the more painful that moment at the end of Season 1 becomes, he explained. And so, we can tether the closeness from Dark Wolf to the pain of the end of Season 1, then, and that's an incredible arc and an amazing journey that the audience will get to go on. Pratt also noted the character's evolving moral compass, suggesting that while it might not make him the best SEAL, it allows him to navigate the more flexible rules of engagement within the CIA. Taylor Kitsch, reflecting on his character's journey, underscored the importance of the choices made. These decisions, these split-second emotional decisions that he makes, can change the course of not only his life, but the people around him, Kitsch commented. And we're gonna see why he does that. His moral compass is almost spinning out, but you're also going to see the repercussions of what it is for a man to lose his purpose. The series promises a nuanced look at loyalty, betrayal, and the profound impact of war on the human psyche, exploring how a hero can be forged and, subsequently, broken. The anticipation is high for this prequel that aims to enrich the established narrative with deeper character studies and a more intricate understanding of the events that shaped the world of the Terminal List. Will audiences connect with a hero's doomed path? Get ready to explore the intricate world of the Terminal List as we shift our focus to the stars who bring these complex characters to life. Stars align for Dark Wolf. The highly anticipated prequel series, The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, not only promises to delve into the intricate backstory of Ben Edwards, but also highlights the exceptional talent and palpable chemistry of its lead actors, Chris Pratt and Taylor Kitsch. Their collaboration, building on the foundation laid in the first season of The Terminal List, is central to the narrative's exploration of brotherhood, loyalty, and eventual betrayal. The series, which premiered with its first 3 episodes, features a strong ensemble cast including Tom Hopper, Luke Hemsworth, and Dar Salim, all contributing to the authentic portrayal of military camaraderie. Chris Pratt, reprising his role as James Reese, described the prequel as showcasing a significantly different iteration of his character. This is the lightest version of Reese you'll probably see, because it's 7 years before, of course, he loses his entire team, before he loses his family, Pratt shared. He elaborated on the SEALs' environment in 2015 Iraq, emphasizing the absolute necessity of trust and the genuine camaraderie among the men. You will see a level of very authentic camaraderie that happens between these guys, he said. They're giving each other expletive, and they're having fun, and there is a special bond of love and a real brotherhood that even when I watch it, I'm kind of jealous of it. I'm like, man, that's so cool. These guys are like the coolest fraternity in the world. Taylor Kitsch, who portrays Ben Edwards, echoed these sentiments, specifically noting the strong bond between his character and Reese in Dark Wolf. They're at their best, Kitsch stated. They're the tightest they've probably ever been. Both actors found returning to these characters and their earlier lives a natural process, facilitated by the extensive preparation already undertaken for the first season. Kitsch mentioned, "That's the prep I'd already done to get ready for season 1. So obviously, we're adding some curveballs and little things to Ben as we start writing Dark Wolf, as it is 7 years earlier. But my job is to prep and have a backstory and who he is, and so I loved it that we can actually play it out instead of just in my notes." The actors also discussed the strategic storytelling approach of highlighting the positive aspects of the characters' relationships. "I honestly thought the closer we could make these characters, and the more fun that we could have in the moments it was appropriate to have fun, the more tragic the ending of Season 1 would be," Pratt explained. "So, I really wanted to push hard into loving one another, caring for one another, and having fun with another in that regard, because I thought being able to hinge one off of the other was really going to be effective storytelling." A significant aspect of the production's success is its commitment to authenticity, with a strong emphasis on involving real military veterans. Both Pratt and Kitsch expressed their deep appreciation for the veteran community, a sentiment that has been a driving force since their earlier work in films like Lone Survivor and Zero Dark 30. For me, the most amazing part was seeing the catharsis from these men who are so specially trained to do what they do, who can't really execute their training without putting themselves in dire situations, Pratt said. He elaborated on the meaningfulness of providing veterans with an outlet to utilize their skills in a safe environment, contributing to the narrative's vision and finding a renewed sense of purpose. Kitsch concurred, emphasizing the reciprocal relationship with the veterans. "It is beautiful to be a part of and to serve them as much as they've served us and given us this platform to be able to do this," he stated. "To work with them and collaborate with them and serve their vision now has been an amazing thing." The bond forged extends beyond the set, with the cast and crew, including the veterans, developing genuine friendships. Exploring the lighter side before the inevitable darkness. Now, let's hear directly from the stars about their characters' journeys and the camaraderie that defines this gripping series. A lighter Reese, a deeper dive. Chris Pratt, the star and co-creator of the action thriller, The Terminal List, offers a unique perspective on his character, James Reese, in the newly released prequel series, Dark Wolf. Premiering on Prime Video, the series shifts the timeline back 7 years, presenting a version of Reese that Pratt describes as the lightest version viewers will likely encounter. This earlier iteration of the Navy SEAL commander is depicted before the tragic events that fundamentally alter his life in the original series, including the loss of his team and family. This is the lightest version of Reese you'll probably see, because it's 7 years before, of course, he loses his entire team before he loses his family, Pratt explained in a recent interview. He further elaborated on Reese's status in 2015, stating, "Reese is still a commander in the SEALs. He is a Mustang lieutenant who's on the edge of life and death every single day, so the stakes are high." The narrative emphasizes the constant danger faced by Reese and his platoon in Iraq during this period, underscoring the critical importance of implicit trust and the deep bonds of brotherhood forged under pressure. Pratt highlighted the authentic camaraderie experienced by the SEALs, noting the playful yet profound connections. "You will see a level of very authentic camaraderie that happens between these guys," he said. "They're giving each other expletive, and they're having fun, and there is a special bond of love and a real brotherhood that even when I watch it, I'm kind of jealous of it. I'm like, man, that's so cool. These guys are like the coolest fraternity in the world." This emphasis on positive relationships serves a dual purpose. It showcases the genuine human element within the high-stakes military environment and strategically heightens the eventual tragedy. "I honestly thought the closer we could make these characters, and the more fun that we could have in the moments it was appropriate to have fun, the more tragic the ending of Season 1 would be," Pratt revealed. "So, I really wanted to push hard into loving one another, caring for one another, and having fun with another in that regard, because I thought being able to hinge one off of the other was really going to be effective storytelling." Taylor Kitsch, who plays Ben Edwards, Reese's close friend and former comrade, also spoke about the strength of their relationship in Dark Wolf. "They're at their best," Kitsch commented. "They're the tightest they've probably ever been." He noted that returning to these characters' earlier lives was not difficult, as the necessary preparation and backstory development had already been completed for the first season. "That's the prep I'd already done to get ready for Season 1. So obviously, we're adding some curveballs and little things to Ben as we start writing Dark Wolf, as it is 7 years earlier. But my job is to prep and have a backstory and who he is, and so I loved it that we can actually play it out instead of just in my notes." The production's commitment to authenticity is further bolstered by the involvement of real military veterans, a cause deeply important to both Pratt and Kitsch, stemming from their previous roles in military-centric films. Pratt expressed immense satisfaction in witnessing the catharsis experienced by veterans who are able to utilize their specialized training in a constructive, narrative-driven environment. "For me, the most amazing part was seeing the catharsis from these men who are so specially trained to do what they do, who can't really execute their training without putting themselves in dire situations," he said. "There's very few outlets for guys like that, where they can take their training and serve a greater good, and the greater good for this is a vision for the story, and so, to see them be at their peak and show what they're capable of, but in a situation where their life's not in danger, is really special, and it's given them a new life and a new purpose, and to be part of that is truly the single most meaningful aspect of this entire ride." Kitsch added that working with and serving the veterans has been an incredibly rewarding experience, fostering a sense of family and brotherhood that extends beyond the professional. "They become family and brothers," he said. "Offset, we're super close, and it's not just about shooting. We really do go and hang out and hike and do this kind of stuff together, so it's been an incredible process." Witnessing the bonds of brotherhood before the storm. What does the future hold for this gripping saga? We've got an exciting update on potential future seasons. Dark Wolf, a glimpse into Season 2's darkness. Fans of The Terminal List have reason to be excited as The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, the prequel spin-off focusing on Taylor Kitsch's character Ben Edwards, gears up for its premiere. Adding to the anticipation, Kitsch himself has hinted at the potential for a second season, suggesting it could delve into even darker territory than its predecessor. The prequel series, which explores the backstory of Edwards's transformation, is already laying the groundwork for future narrative arcs. In a recent interview, Kitsch expressed strong ambitions for a continuation of Dark Wolf, indicating that the creative team has preliminary ideas for a second season. "And if you think this is dark, wait till season 2, Kitsch stated, describing the narrative trajectory as truly an emotional fall that Ben goes once he gets into Ground Branch. He elaborated on the profound impact of these experiences, promising viewers would witness the true repercussion to it and see him, just go through a lot of emotional turmoil. Kitsch further characterized the potential second season as heavily character-driven, with a specific focus on Ben Edwards' solitary journey. "Ben is kind of like the indie version of the Terminal List world, right? True Believer is going to be massive scope, man," he explained. "And I'm not saying it's not character-driven, but I do say with Ben in Season 2, it's like Ben's on his own in Season 2. This emphasis suggests a deep dive into the psychological and emotional consequences of his actions and experiences." He conveyed his personal enthusiasm for exploring this darker facet of the character, stating, "You're going to follow him through some of the worst parts of what humans are capable of doing, and you're going to see him emotionally attach himself to the work even more." Kitsch expressed a desire for another opportunity to portray this complex evolution. "That's what I want to explore. So that's where we're going to go, to broad stroke it, but I definitely feel as an actor and to serve that guy one more swing. I would love to go one more." The success of the first season of The Terminal List, which garnered significant viewership, provides a strong foundation for the prequel's reception and the potential for future installments. The exploration of Ben Edwards' backstory is a key element that promises to add layers of depth to the established narrative, particularly concerning his relationship with James Reese and his eventual role in the conspiracy. Taylor Kitsch's insights suggest a narrative arc for Ben Edwards that is both compelling and potentially harrowing, offering fans a more intimate and intense look at the character's descent. The prospect of a second season, focusing on the extreme challenges and emotional turmoil faced by Edwards, indicates a commitment to exploring the furthest reaches of his character's journey. From brotherhood to betrayal, the story continues to unfold. That's all the updates we have for you today, but don't go anywhere yet. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw the origins of a complex character in the Terminal List. Dark Wolf got an inside look at the incredible cast chemistry, heard from the stars about bringing these intense roles to life, and even got a peek at potential future seasons. Don't miss out on any of our coverage. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our community. Also, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.